Welcome. Hello. And we've got another welcome. Right, wait a moment. Sorry, everybody. Daphne, it's all right. I'll let you in. There you go, Daphne. You're in. Daphne came. Daphne's just came in early into the live. Daphne, say hello. Say hello. Okay, you want to get on? Daphne just came in a moment ago because she was knocking on the door, but we're here. Hello, Dawn Marie. Hello. I scheduled it last night, and the mods were informed. Both mods were informed. I scheduled it last night. Hello, Sir Lord Dandy. Hello to you. And Dave. Hi to Dave Murphy in Australia. Praying that you're okay and that your health is all right. Hello, Pamela. Yes, that's how you spell Daphne. Yes, it is. And Jodie, nice to see you. Always good to see you, Dawn Marie. And happy birthday from the 18th of February. And Pamela, may I wish your father a happy birthday for tomorrow and for whenever his 90th birthday is going to take place, because I remember you telling me that he's nearly 90. So for whenever he's due to have his 90th, Pamela, I hope he has a nice time for his 90th. And whatever he's going to be doing tomorrow with your mother tomorrow, I hope they both have a nice time to celebrate his anniversary. Many happy returns to your wonderful father for tomorrow. Pamela's father, he had it very tough last year for health, and I think he was in hospital in the ICU for about 4 weeks. Bloody hell. Something like that. But then he went out, and he's not too bad now, according to Pamela, and should, hopefully, fingers crossed, his health should hold out well for 2025, and hopefully he'll continually be well in time for his 90th. 87, he's older than my grandmother. My grandmother's 77. And I've got a grandmother who's going to be 86 in May, so gosh, he's older than my grandparents. But to tell you something, Pamela, I knew somebody who lived to be 90. He died in 2021 at almost 91. So I actually knew somebody who was older than your father at one stage. But pleasure always, Pamela. Feeling loads better. And I think your mother's 85 now, isn't she, Pamela? Correct me in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's about 85 now, I believe. Because one of my grandmothers is 85. Feeling loads better. It's always a pleasure, Dave, always a pleasure. And honestly, you in the hospital, that's no fun. Going to hospital's no fun, isn't it? No fun. But I think I missed one of my friends. Hi, Sally. Hello to you. Hello, and big hugs to you always. Hello. I hope so too. I do hope he makes his 90th in 3 years' time, but never mind if not. Hi, Maureen. Hello to you. Yes, happy birthday to Pamela's father. Your father made it to 92.3 years. Oh, well done. Passed away at 92 3 years ago. I'm so sorry for your loss, but good innings. Good innings. Chanson, hello, always. I remember you saying before, Dave, and your great-grandmother, you still had her until you were in your early 30s, as far as I remember. No, very remarkable innings, 114, remarkable innings. But in a way, I could be Pamela's grandparent. I could be a little boy for Pamela's parents. Before one asks, are they little old people? No. In fact, Pamela's parents are tall, because Pamela's tall herself. And if anything, I'm actually shorter than the three of them, in fact. But it doesn't matter. I'm all right with it. You know, what this means is I could be the little boy. I mean, if I was Pamela's son, I'd be a little boy for her son, and I'd be a little boy for Pamela's parents' grandson. You know, taking into account my only 5'8" of height, And, you know, which is a difference between that of my 5'8", Pamela's 5'10", and her parents over 6 foot of height. You know, I could be, you know, a little boy for their grandson, couldn't I? Since I'm shorter than they are and shorter than Pamela. And Mother, who's a mere 5'6", could really be a little girl for Pamela's parents, you know. You were telling me recently on the Amberley Museum video, Dave, you were telling me recently. Oh, we've got Nixie. Nixie, hello. She's sitting down. I could be your grandchild if you had a child at 18. Yes, that's possible. Very possible. You know, but I hope it wasn't too much what I was saying, Pamela, earlier on. I hope it wasn't too much when I said that I could be a little boy for a grandson. I hope it wasn't too much me saying that I could be a little boy for your parents' grandson. If it was too much, Pamela, my sincerest apologies. Lil Smith is in here. Hello. I think I remember you saying that before. Yes. No. I think if one was taller, that would be a supermodel, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. No, but in a way, no, yes, I remember you saying before, Lils, yes, I'm a mere 5'8", but if you didn't know, Lils, you're the same height as... If you didn't know, you are the same height as my friend Jonathan. He's 5'10" as well, Jonathan Clements. But my bestie, David Scott, he's a mere 5'4.5". You're talking a short man with my bestie, David. A very short man. No. No, I know that only too well, Pamela, and that your parents are 6 foot and over. I know that only too well. No, she's not actually, no. Surprise you as it might, Lils, Princess Catherine is a mere 5'9", which is actually the same height as as Trevor Colt. She's the same height as Trevor and Graham. She's a mere 5'9", Princess Catherine is. Unseasonably cold here in central Texas. You'll be glad when it warms up again. Oh, wow. Oh, dear. Little did I realize it's been unseasonably bitter cold. Oh, don't think I'd want to be there. It's cold here in England too, cold enough as it is. She was actually just short of 5'10", actually, Lils. She was actually 5'9.5", Princess Diana, so she was just short of 5'10". Thought I'd tell you that. Hello, Stevie. Hello to you. No, she's quite petite, fairly petite, Princess Catherine is. She's fairly petite. I remembered you saying before you're slender and muscular. I mean, Mother's got a fairly petite build, if anything. I mean, looking at her recently, she's actually been looking quite svelte, I must admit. I think you've seen for yourself, haven't you? Slim but built very strong. I mean, I think I'm fairly skinny, if one would describe it. No, I think... no, Slim, I don't know if one could say I'm strongly built. No, but you're impressive. Impressive that you're strongly built. But my mother, who's, I would say, almost likely smaller than Slim, but really fairly skinny to fairly petite, that is, Pamela. I think you've seen for yourself. But Mother was exceptionally tiny at one point. No, I wouldn't say Mother's strongly built at all, but you're quite lucky. You know, Mother's a fairly lightweight sort of figure. I don't know what Mother is for weight-wise, but she's probably not. Looking at her lately, she was looking at. My guess right now, she'd probably be about 135 pounds, something like that. No, Mother's quite tiny. Mother's was actually looking quite tiny lately, and if anything, quite svelte to go with it. And I mean, and if anything, I've actually recently put on a bit of weight, Pamela, to tell you something. Last year, when we first encountered one another, I was 154 pounds, which is 11 stone nothing in the UK neck of the woods. Now, I'm 157 pounds when I last weighed myself, which is 11 stone 3. Thought I'd tell you strong hugs, Pamela. You actually named one of your goats Sturdy. She was a sweet girl. Oh, how lovely. She was a sweetheart. Yes, Stevie, hoping you have a fantastic vacation. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. What the hell have I done? Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Dominic. No. It was my fault. We should not have done it. No. Really, we could have gotten into trouble. So, no, we need to stop with the weight. We need to stop with weight now because it's going to get us in trouble. It was my fault. My silliness. Oh, Lils. Oh, my lovely, lovely Lils. Thank you kindly for your kindness towards Harriet. No, Lils, really. You never hesitate, but learn to love others. You know, and if anything, like I said before, it's very easy and it's very hard not to love somebody like yourself. It's extremely hard not to love somebody not to love somebody like yourself. It's very hard not to love somebody like yourself. I mean, it's really, I could tell you right now, it's very hard not to love somebody like you. And the way you expressly open your heart out to oneself, the way you open your heart to others, especially the way you opened your heart to me when we became really quite conversant towards one another, I knew from that very point on that we've got potential friendship, I must say. Well, I think we're here now. You know, we're certainly here now. Maureen, surprised you as it might, have not had any alcohol today. I've actually not had any alcohol for over a week. It's been about over a week now since I've last had any alcohol, to tell you something. So I've not been drinking, no. Good luck with Norway. Yes, let's ask about Stevie's holiday. No, Stevie, please tell us about your holiday, and your upcoming holiday, that is. Hope you have a very nice holiday, with it being upcoming. No, I mean, whatever you're going to be doing in your holiday, Stevie, I hope it's a nice time. You are coming to the UK for a holiday at the end of November and December, really looking to the holiday, but not so much the 22-hour flight. Dave, I would never do a 22-hour flight. I'd never do a 22-hour flight, no. I think the furthest I would ever fly out to is probably America or Canada, but I would never go any further than that. No, I have a fear for flying, so, Dave, to tell you something, so I won't, so I'm never going to fly over to Australia or New Zealand. It's just too far. It's just too far to fly out. Oh, Lils. Oh, my lovely, lovely Lils. Don't you know just how lovely how sweet you really are? You, Lils, are just lovely. Lils, if I could, I mean, I might sound oddly daft for saying this, but if I could, Lils, if I was sitting on a settee with you right now, I'd probably just cuddle up right now and give you a nice, long, tightly embraced hug. Oh, I might sound oddly daft saying this, but I would certainly do that with you. I would. I certainly would. And, you're the sort of friend, Lils, not only do you really lovingly open your heart out to particularly newfound friends, but, but when somebody starts to converse with you, as I've so experienced with you, you're quite conversant, politely conversant back, and then, and then it just hits off to something fairly deep to the point where there's a good friendship potential in the future. So if more people were like you, Lils, then the world would be a fantastic place. It'd be a far better place to make friends in compared to currently where, there's confrontation after another in certain bits and pieces and all that. I need to put my chairings. I'm a bit far out. I think one could see me better there. So yes, Lils, really, you're the sort of friend where once somebody's conversed with you and gotten to know you through a conversed conversation, or whatever surrounding it might be in, I just hope one realizes this in the way I have, that it's just only too easy to love somebody like you as a friend once encountering and having a conversed conversation with you. That's all I can really say to it. I've never been on a cruise either, neither have I. You love moving from place to place without having to pack and unpack. Yourself and your husband cruised to Greek islands. Oh, how enchanted. Pamela, how enchanted learning of this indeed. Nutmeg, hello to you, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello to you. Sorry, wait a moment. I've got a message. I need to read my message on my... There you are. No. There. Sorry, my phone was doing some naughty things, but it's stopped now, and it's fine. It's to a nice mug of milk, everybody, in Sapper's mug this time. What am I missing? You're right, Jody, I know that, because of incidents that's happened. Oh, no! Oh, Lils, no, what happened? The moderator in your group has just literally, without warning, pulled the plug on the group where you was admin. And without warning, which group was that in, Lils? It wasn't Trevor's group, was it? Because you're a fantastic, welcome part of Trevor's community. But no, where was this? Is this a community I'm not familiar of? Oh, Lils, no. 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 Actually, no, see, I'm actually quite hurt myself. I'm really quite hurt for Lils. No. No. Oh, no. No, Lils. This might sound oddly daft. I mean, I hope it's not too oddly daft for you. But hearing about you being heartbroken and hurt, that actually has hurt me quite visibly. But please, it's no fault of your own. No, I just wish I could empathize with you. Had you been talking to me about this, Lils, had you been talking to me about this in a pub, on the sofa in a pub, or on the settee, or on a bench in a park somewhere, honestly, I would have just given you a nice long hug and said, oh, Lils, no, I'm so sorry. Oh. I really would have just I would have just been, oh, I'm so sorry about what's happened to you. I'm so sorry about what's happened to you, Lils. Oh. No, and I'd have been, please talk to me about it, even though I'd probably be crying. You know, 'cause already, I know it's been a very short while, but already you mean a lot to me as a friend, Lils. No, you really do. You mean a lot to the point where I've got a huge, lovingly fond spot towards you. I mean, I could say that to you very confidently. And hearing about you being heartbroken and hurt, you know, I mean, hearing about you hurt, Lils, and how much you mean to me as a friend, and the way you approached me so lovingly and so kindly, and the way I was approached by you, you mean a lot to me. And seeing and hearing about you being hurt and heartbroken, it actually really hurts me quite deeply. No, I mean, I'm sorry if I nearly cried, but I was hurt for you. No, really, I was very hurt for you, but you didn't hurt me, Lils. I mean, I know you would never intentionally hurt somebody. You're just too loving, Lils. You're too loving to hurt somebody. No, really, you are far too loving to hurt somebody. And you're certainly marvelous in my book, but no, but please, if you were very upset about something, even though it would hurt me, given how much you mean to me, Lils, I mean, I'd always be happy for you to open up about it to me in whatever setting environment we're in, and I'd listen, and I'd be listening in whatever way I can, and empathize in whatever way I can, and certainly would obviously without questionable doubt. I mean, without questionable doubt, Lils, I'd certainly be giving you a hug out of empathized sympathy, a nice long one, especially when Mum's hurt and heartbroken. They definitely need an especially long and tightly held hug. And I'd be definitely doing that to you right now, Lils, if I could. No, really. No, I'm very, very saddened and hurt for you. No, and I'd always try and empathize whatever way you can. No, I know, Lils. No, you're far too loving. Lils, you're far too loving to hurt anybody. I mean, you didn't hurt me. Please, you didn't. I felt hurt and upset for you, but you never hurt me. I can tell you confidently, you never once hurt me. I love you too dearly, Lils. We all love you here. And we'd always look out for you in whatever way we can, and we'd always care and protect you in whatever way we can, lovely Lils. No, if I could right now, Lils, I'd give you a big, nice, long hug. Well, a tight one, since you're obviously especially needing one right now. Oh, oh, poor Lils. Oh. She really never deserved this, being blocked out. She never deserved this. Oh. I love Lils very deeply, and I care deeply about her. And seeing her hurt and heartbroken I've nearly cried myself. No, but please, Lils, you did not hurt me. I love you too dearly. I know you would never, you're too loving to even try and hurt anybody. All of us love you here, we really do. Certainly do I. Thank you, Maria. No, Maria, thank you for opening your heart out to Lils. And Pamela, and Jodie, and Harriet. Thank you for showing your loving heart. Thank you for opening your heart out so lovingly to Lils. You know. Family reunion cruise. Right, it's getting. I need to shut the door. Sorry, wait a moment. Chitter chatter going on upstairs. There we are. Off. certain comments I've missed. Five years, and yet you got booted. Oh, Lils, no, poor you. Oh, honestly, I just want to give you a big hug right now, Lils. I really do. You know. No, really, really, I do. Hi, Leah. No, Leah, somebody really needs our empathy and really needs some love and empathy right now. No, somebody really, really does well and truly need some love and empathy. And I know you're very good at empathizing with people in the way you empathized with me when I opened up about the loss of my grandfather. Harriet, give Dave a chance. Come along now. I mean, let Dave decide for himself. I understand your warning. I understand your warning, but could we let Dave decide for himself, please, if we can? That's what we like to do here. Hmm. I mean, I don't know if Lils has ever. I mean, I think she modded on the channel, but I'll ask my mods to see what they think. I'll ask them to see what they think. No, really, highly, Jansen, Harriet, thank you for lovingly opening your heart out to Lils. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Pamela, I mean, I've worn this shirt for years now. I actually bought this shirt in a vintage shop in Brighton. It still fits me to this day, but it used to be a little big for me in the past. No, but I'm not going to go any further than that. But yes, this is a very enchanted little vintage shirt I got. I mean, when I first wore it, it was about 2018 when I bought this shirt. Somebody saw me wearing it and they said, "You look very 1970s," and that. I was like, "Oh, do I really?" No, older clothes, I prefer them compared older style clothes. I much prefer them compared to modern day. And it goes well with this winter jumper, this one. I know, no, Harriet, I don't go against your opinion, but I'd rather if we let Dave decide for himself, please. Uh, it could do with slowing down. It could do with slowing down. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not. I haven't cried. No, I haven't cried. But I feel very hurt for poor Lils. No, if I ever see, I may seem very oddly daft doing so, but no, but I love Lils very dearly, and seeing Lils so hurt and so distraught, it really hurts me. It hurts me very deeply. No, I mean any friend of mine, Lils particular. No, but seeing Lils, I mean, I know it's very, it's very oddly daft as it may sound, but I'm very personally very close to Lils, and I love her just very, very unconditionally. And seeing her so heartbroken and distraught, it really hurts me. It hurts me painfully. It really does. But how awful, how ghastly, Lils. And it's very, very heartbreaking seeing that you've gone from feeling needed to useless. Oh. Oh, no, Lils, you really, really do need. You really, really do need. Lils really does need some love from all of us. She really does. Well, and I'd always give her whatever love I can. Even if I was sitting in a social environment with her, I'd be giving out as much love as I could. Certainly a lot of affection, too, I'd be giving her. We do love our Lils, don't we? Yes, big hugs to our Lils, Stevie. No, but Lils, thank you for expressing yourself about how you were feeling. I mean, even though I felt very hurt for you, Lils, you know, all we could really do was empathize with you in whatever way we could. Am I missing anybody? No, not to worry, not to worry. I mean, I don't do Friday live streams very often, but this one's a Friday live. I have been to Portmeirion a long time ago. I haven't been to Wales for a very long time now. No, I'd really like to go to Wales again someday if I can, you know, and I'd like to meet Michelle Pope in Wales because she lives in Wales, Michelle Pope. So, it'd be nice to go again one day. No, really, Lils, if I was in a social environment with you and you were talking to me about this, not only would you get lots of very tightly held hugs and affection from me, but I would obviously try and empathize and show whatever love, and show my love to you in whatever way I can, as a means to try and empathize with you. I really would do that. I really would. I'd do that with any friend of mine, especially you. Especially you, Nils. I mean, I have the good fortune to have a friendship with somebody so lovingly wonderful like yourself. I do wish I could go further talking about this, but it involves love in a friendship. And the perfect friendship, Lils, is the most beautiful of all frustrations because it is more than one can express. And you know, as we still converse with one another as time goes by, the depth of the enchantment of our friendship is a continual revelation to me and a continual reminder to me as to how lucky I am to have a friend like you. Even if we may not have met as of yet in real life, I still feel the strong connection of the bond of our friendship, and in that occasion, a lump sometimes comes into my throat. Oh, God. I don't know if, I hope it wasn't too much, but I really thought I had to open this up. I really did. No. Doug Brady. No, I'm not going to cry. I'm really not going to cry. But I just had to open up how I felt about Lils. I had to open up how I felt about the friendship I have with Lils. I really did. But I didn't mean for it to sound so naughty, or so I wasn't trying to embarrass anybody or embarrass myself. You know, I really wasn't, but I just had to open up how I felt. Seeing Lil so hurt and heartbroken, I just had to open up about how I felt about her and the friendship I have with her. It's been a heavy week for me. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but hearing about Lil's hurt, and she means a lot. No, Nutmeg. I mean, obviously it sounds very oddly daft, I know, but every time I've conversed with Lil's, and the way she's approached me, and since the time we conversed with one another, I mean, I can't begin to describe how much love I feel towards her and how loved I feel whenever in the association of Lil's herself. Sorry if I sounded speechless, but being acquainted with somebody like Lil's, it means a lot. It means a lot because of what she's like as a person, that is. And what she's like as a person, and especially when you've encountered a new friend who you feel is very important to you, it can be a bit emotional sometimes. But obviously one feels grateful, and I feel grateful for it too. Yes, I know, especially when it gets quite deep. But please, obviously, I'd be careful slowing down talking about it because I would hate for Lils to feel left out here. I wouldn't want her to feel left out. As does I too. I have your back always, Lils. We love you, and I love you too. And if I could, right now, I'd just be giving you a nice long hug. Well, tightly, that is. I'd give you a tight, nice long hug. If I could, like I've said before. If there's anybody in here right now who's very easy to love, especially when one's just encountered you, it's you, Lils. That's what I'd say. Yes, and she's always more than welcome here. Nutmeg, she's well and truly more than welcome here. Meep meep dude. Let's show something a little funny, shall we? Fairly funny, if we can. And I'll get it up. If at all, well, if chance allowed. Just looking for it. Oh, there we are.
Gordon's alive?
Oh. Honestly, but there was something that Lils said to me recently, complimentary-wise. Quite, normally I take it as a compliment. I took it as a compliment, but I took it quite emotionally as a compliment when she said it to me. Not badly, but nicely. I nicely. I mean, sorry if I seem speechless. I'll spit it out. Lils considered me to be cute. Now, very few people have considered this about me. Normally, I take it as a compliment and take the compliment well. And yes, I took the compliment well from Lils, but I took it quite emotionally as well. Why I took it emotionally had nothing to do with the compliment, but why I found it quite emotional. Why I found it fairly emotional is because emotionally, I took it emotionally. Sorry, it's because of just what Lils is like as a person and how lovingly she's often approached me and often approaches whenever she's with Trevor, how lovingly she approaches Trevor's community. and my community and towards me personally as well, I took the compliment extremely well, but very emotionally at the same time, you know. So, Lils, please, I never once got emotional about the compliment, but why I got emotional is because of your lovingly endearing nature. That's why. But please, you needn't be ashamed. I appreciate your lovingly endearing nature towards not just me, but those whom you care about very deeply. I really thought I would tell you this, Lils. No, and I'd never once take you for granted. Oh, thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you. I did like the message. No, I think it was last night you sent it to me, but I very much liked the message. I really did. Thank you, Lils. Thank you. No, but really, and thank you for saying I looked cute. At one point, Lils, I was considered handsome a lot at one point, and with my newer friends, I'm now getting it almost quite a lot. I got it a lot at one point until about 2021, and then I didn't receive it very often. But then with my newer friends, I mean, it really came as pure surprise to me. So many have considered me handsome, you know. No, but I take the compliment well. I do take the compliment well, that is. No, you've said this to me before, and that was another thing I really took emotionally, but very well, Lils. I mean, I cannot begin to describe just how lovingly you approach people, especially me. You know, the way you lovingly approach others, it's variable beyond words. No, it is well and truly variable beyond words, especially when you said to me that everybody needs somebody like me in their life, especially when life gets hectic. I put everything into perspective. That's very, very nice of you to have said so. That's very nice of you to have said so indeed. Thank you, Nutmeg. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you. And thank you for saying I rock. I had an old friend who said that I rocked at one point. And that was a nice compliment. Sorry, wait a moment. It's me who's valuable. Oh, that's... Oh, Lils. Thank you. That did touch. That did touch me. Thank you. That was extremely nice of you. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, don't you know just how valuable it is, you know, to have a friendship with somebody like you, and the way you lovingly approach others when it's quite lacking in our time of today. You having a friendship with you, Lils, is extremely valuable beyond words, I would certainly say. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to cry on this, but when you receive a compliment from somebody like Lils, or anybody who's important to you, especially if it's an important, lovingly lovely lady, it's emotionally very touching, visibly. I needed to tell that, and I had to share. Oh, Sapper's brilliant. He's one of my best friends. He's one of my best friends. Sapper is. I always enjoy Sapper's live, complicated as the what the hell is this song is, the game he plays. They're always fun. Best way to get together. I'm sorry if I seem a little speechless, but what Lil's just said really did touch me. It really did touch me. That did touch me. I play an important role in the lives of... Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. Of course you are. You are my Lils. My Lils who I love and adore, and never once could I take you for granted. You're our Lils all of us love and adore. For you, my lovely Lils. Do give some flower. Do send some flowers for our lovely Lils, especially since she's very heartbroken and hurt. Do send some flowers for our Lils if we can. Flowers is always the loveliest gift we can give to all of our ladies, isn't it? It's an important reminder for men, too, that giving flowers to our ladies is the nicest gift we can provide to them. And that's really all I can say for it. And that is certainly the philosophy I would go for, providing flowers towards our ladies. That's the best. I think it's the best philosophy any man should dare follow. Showing and representing the importance of sending flower gifts to our ladies. Yeah. Sorry, wait a moment, just got to sort something out. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lils. Leah, Pamela, Jodie, Stevie, thank you. Thank you for the flowers towards our Lils. Thank you. I'm still here. Just had to sort some certain things out, but I'm still here. And we've still got time. We've still got time. I'm so sorry I haven't got any presentations. But since we've got Dave in here and Lils, and a few of you in here, some of you have not seen my recent presentations, which I showed in the previous live. I'm going to show it now. Let's have a look. Should one visit this enchanted little place? Well, I think it could be the place for you if you're interested in history in a similar way to how I am. Though, as truth only has things, everybody has a different preference to a certain liking of certain things. The Essex Museum of Gardening is enchanted. I took a paid visit to the Essex Museum of Gardening in the latterly part of January of 2025, and my experience when I went there, it's by all means, and certainly beyond a doubt, or beyond questionable doubt, a very nice, a very interesting experience learning about all the different kinds of lawnmowers from all different eras. That was what captivated me with great interest when I went, personally speaking for myself, from my own end of the woods of the experience from when I went. But the Essex Museum of Gardening is certainly something I'm going to recommend to all. I'm certainly aiming to go back there again for sure, but as a means of making this presentation interesting in one way or another, I thought I might show you more or less all there is to offer at the Essex Museum of Gardening. It really does get interesting, especially when learning about lawnmowers from all different eras. May I thank you all most sincerely kindly for taking the time in viewing and listening to this special presentation I've just shown here. Thank you all for listening. One of my recent ones, but that's not the only one. Another to show here. It's obvious to point out that we have garden centres up and down the length and breadth of our country, or in many places around the world. But this garden centre, well, in my opinion, I thought it was a nice and enchanted little garden centre. First time I'd ever been, and this was located over in Essex, in the West Sussex County, not far from the Thatched-In pub, but a bit of a walk away from it, and actually quite a fairly considerable walk away from it. But Thatched-In, no, not Thatched-In, I always forget the name of the Essex Garden Centre. Well, let's just say it's the Essex Garden Centre, but a nice little garden centre to look around if one's interested in purchasing some new plants or garden seeds, vegetable seeds, or gardening equipment when one needs it most and all that. It's a nice little place, and it comes in handy, almost certainly, for the Essex residents. This enchanted little garden centre located over in Essex in the West Sussex County at large. And a very jolly nice little place. I was almost speechless, but not in a bad way, but speechless in a good way because of how enchanted the garden centre was, or certainly as I so thought when seeing it with my very own eyes and my very own hands-on experience and all that. So yes, it's a brilliant, brilliant place to be. The Essex Garden Centre. Would I go again? I'm certainly planning on visiting it again in the future, almost certainly, without a questioning ground of doubt. Oh, yes, indeed. But this is it for now for the Essex Garden Centre presentation. Please thank you all for taking the time to listening, and we shall certainly be going there again at some point in 2025, but not on an event-attending weekend. Much enchantment and much success for the future sustainability of the Essex Garden Centre business. Those were the recent presentations. Oh, Lils. No, I can see that very much. That's a lovely reminder. Thank you. I'll try. I never once thought that I wouldn't. I never knew that I brought a sunshine to one's hearts, but I will really try. I will punishingly try and follow your advice on this, Lils. I'll try punishingly hard to follow your love, innate, lovingly, strong advice here. You love the lawnmowers. Only I could deliver that and make you smile. Oh. Thank you so much, Lils. Thank you kindly. No, we haven't done that, I'm afraid, Nutmeg. No, never mind. I've never been to Chelsea Flower Show. Leah, no, I've never been. No, but I do love flowers. All of you wonderful ladies are my love flowers. I would say that. I might sound oddly daft saying so. I don't think you'd expect it from a man in his 20s to say to a lady who could be potentially quite a good few years older than I, to say that they're my love flowers. Might sound a bit unusual to receive that endearment from a man over the age of 20. Well, I'm barely 25, that is. Well, I'm not there yet, but well, I thought I'd say so all the same. Yes, it was Winston Churchill's lawnmower. True that, on display. That actually surprised me when I saw that, Lils. It actually did surprise me when I saw that, to personally speak of things. Your late grandfather's rotary lawnmower, it was okay as a king. You kept your toes out of the way as a kid. Oh, yeah. No, that's the best way to represent and maintain a garden centre, Dave. Best way to maintain it, really. This is true. Well, I'm 24 in 4 months' time. I'll be 24 this year, Maria, as you know. So yes, it's true. I'm barely 24. True that. Well, I'm 24 in June. So, as you know, about 25 next year. But this year, we've got Trevor's 50th. Not looking it, but we've got his 50th. Oh, thank you, Maria. I know. I think all of you know this fully well by now. And also, actually, can I tell you something, Maria? I think I did share, you may have heard me share this story before, but I was out in Hastings about 3 weeks ago. Well, I was getting back home from Hastings, and I ran into an elderly man, an 83, nearly 84-year-old man, who thought I was in my 40s when I told him how old I was. He was like, "Really? I thought you were in your 40s." I was like, "Oh, no. I'll be 24 this year. I'm 23 at the moment, but I'll be 24 in June of this year." He was like, he said, "It's got to be your demeanor." He said, "It's your demeanor and your personality. That's why I thought you were older." I was like, "Oh, really?" He really thought that, quite genuinely. No, but he was a nice guy. He was a nice man, the elderly gent I ran into. Surprising as it was, I was never offended. Can I tell you something, Maria? For a long time, I've had people confuse me for being older than the age I actually am. I've had this for quite a long time, actually. So I'm never fussed. I'm never bothered by it. I've never been bothered by it. And I've actually had this for a long time, so I'm never bothered by it, Thought I'd make that clear. I don't even wear flip-flops. I don't even wear flip-flops. I have a cherubic face. Oh, thank you, Leah. No, people... I've often had many say, some people have said things about the face I've got. One of my friends, Deborah, she doesn't make dolls anymore, but when she did make dolls, but I don't think she makes them now. Oh, Leah, that's nice. I've got a cherubic face, thank you. No, but one of my friends, it was Deborah Chillingworth, that is. She had an affinity for my face shape. She very much liked it, to the point where she considered or thought about making a doll with my shaped face on it. I mean, imagine that. Imagine having a friend who's got an affinity or a thing for your face shape. What? Oh my. Oh my. That is quite something. But I was okay with it. I was okay with it. No, I appreciate the compliment very much. I was never once bothered with what the man said to me, Lils. I was never once bothered by it. He was a nice man. He was a genuinely nice elderly. He wasn't a little old man. He was tall. He was about 6 foot tall, I think, the guy, something like that. Tall and sturdy. He wasn't frail or anything. At 83, he wasn't even frail or fragile or anything. He looked fairly strong and sturdy. He had the appearance at 83. He could have passed for being, say, a robust 75-year-old, I would have thought, had I not known how old he was. I mean, he was, or maybe 73, something like that. He was pretty remarkably good for a guy his age, you know. He wasn't frail. He wasn't, you know, and all that. He had a good sturdy physique for a guy his age, I would say. He looked much better than what my grandfather would have looked like when he was 70. Because when my late grandfather was in his early 70s, and before he died, he looked a lot worse than the elderly man I encountered. Pamela, I do know that. Yes, I do know you have a thing for my hair. No, but never take having a full head of hair for granted. I would never take it for granted. And even if I ever ended up receding, I'm never going to shave it off. I'm never shaving off my hair. I'm going to make that very clear. I'm never, never, never going to shave it off. I remember you saying before, 105, fantastic age to live to. Just a mug of milk for me. I finished it off now. But I've got a picture of me somewhere when I'm having a pint. At the Thatched Inn was when I had the pint. Got it. Got the picture now. I'm never going to go for a shaved head, Leah. I'm never going to go for that. No, I couldn't go for that. I really couldn't, no. Thank you for your love towards Maria, Lils. Thank you. That's me enjoying a bit of Moretti pint in a pub. It was the Thatched Inn pub in Essex there. Leah, you're wrong. I'm not going to grow out a beard. I shave off my beard every morning. I do not want a beard. No. No, I'm never going to grow a beard, Pamela. I'm always going to shave it off, however, until I leave the planet. Until I've departed the planet, I'm always going to shave off my beard up to the day I've departed the planet. But this is a more close-up selfie portrait of me enjoying a pint of bitter Moretti. I've never really been keen on having a beard. I mean, my father's got not a large beard, but he's got shaved facial hair on his face, and I think I think he looks nicer when he's shaved off the facial hair. Don't get me wrong, Pamela. Some men, beards do suit some men, but not all. Hi, Martin. Lovely pint of Moretti. They're worth having, Martin. It's worth having a nice pint of bitter Moretti. That's a more close-up picture of me. Sorry, Lils. Love you as I do. Love you as I really do. I'm not going to grow a beard. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to. I hope it's okay. I hope that was all right, love. I hope it was all right, love. No, but that's a more close-up portrait picture of me. Obviously showing the hair and everything at a pub. We're going to be finishing in a minute, Maria. Don't think he should. I think he looks fine without a beard, Prince William. He's fine as he is without one. But can I thank all of you, and do hope your weekend isn't too painful for you, Lils. Thinking of you, love. Thinking of you with all the love and admiration I have towards you for the weekend. Thank you all for watching this very live stream, and I'll see you on Monday at I think it's 8 o'clock UK time on Monday, 24th of February 2025 for the next live stream. Ta-ta for now, another time. See you in the next live stream.